Happening now in Wheeling, the ramp up to the Cancer Research Classic, a nationally recognized basketball tournament starting tomorrow. But tonight, student athletes and parents from around the region were invited to a free seminar focusing on mental health and drug addiction. News 9's Gage Goulding was at the sold-out seminar. He's joining us live now with the latest details. Gage.
Good evening, Kate. Thank you. The eyes of high school basketball nationwide will be focused on Wheeling, West Virginia this weekend as the Cancer Research Classic tips off. But before those student athletes take to the court, they were invited to a free seminar focusing on mental health and drug abuse. It's the 13th year for the Cancer Research Classic, an event that draws high school basketball teams from around the country to play at Westbanco Arena. On Thursday night, however, it was the first time that players and parents gathered for a much more serious reason, to talk about mental health and drug abuse, especially marijuana.
That's where young people start. That's the first thing. It is a neurotoxin. It correlates with psychosis and schizophrenia.
Dr. Gregory Merrick of Wheeling Hospital is an advocate of raising awareness of mental health and the impact that marijuana can have on young people. He spoke at the event, which was hosted in the Glessner Auditorium at Ogilby Resort. Joining him was former pro basketball player Ian Johnson and New York Times best-selling author Alex Berenson. In his book, Tell Your Children the Truth About Marijuana, Berenson opens eyes to the dangers of the drug, the same message he conveyed to students Thursday evening.
Don't pretend yourself that it's a medicine. Don't pretend that it's good for you. It's not.
He says marijuana is dangerous, especially for young people like student athletes. The other topic discussed, mental health. Ian Johnson played professional basketball in Europe before he left the game at just 27 years old.
I had no idea who I was, leaving a game that I had played most of my life and given so much of my life to.
Johnson suffered from obsessive-compulsive disorder, something he didn't realize affected him so much. He now has a book titled The Bounce and the Echo, Dying to Love a Game, where he discusses his own battle with mental illness.
Which deals a lot with the way mental health is so underdiagnosed and so misunderstood, particularly in the sports world.
When it comes down to it, athletes abusing drugs or dealing with mental illness just can't be at the top of their game.
You can't be mentally tough when you're under the influence of intoxicants. You can't be mentally tough if you are suffering from mental illness.
The Cancer Research Classic tips off right here at Westbanco Arena tomorrow, and it will continue into Saturday. Now, the proceeds from that event will benefit a scholarship fund aimed to help those students that are interested in the medical field. Reporting live in downtown Wheeling for News 9 Tonight, I'm Gage Goulding.